Welcome to Lesson 5 of An Introduction to Python with me, Richwell Cooper. In this lesson, you should attempt to code solutions to 3 problems. You'll need to use all of the skills you've learned so far in lessons 1 to 4. Any extra code you may need will be provided as tips. Activity 1. Write a program to calculate how much each person should pay at their Christmas dinner. You will need to enter the total cost of the meal, which will be a float variable, enter the number of people attending, an integer variable, enter an amount for a tip as a percentage, calculate the tip amount and add it to the total, output the total amount for the meal including the tip, calculate the amount for each person, and output the amount each person must pay. An example of the output is provided below. If you manage to do this, have a go at the extinction task. Note that there's a mistake that should say the output of the total amount for the meal including the tip will be a float variable, not an integer variable. In Activity 2, you should try and write a program that will create 5 unique usernames from first name, surname, and postal or zip code. You'll begin by using a for loop to repeat the following tasks 5 times. Enter a first name, enter a surname, enter a postal code or zip code. You'll then combine the first 2 letters of the forename and surname and the last 3 characters of the postcode. Store the username as a new string and output it in lowercase. Example output is shown in the annotation. If you manage to do this, then attempt the extension task to create a blank list called usernames, and for each input, append the first name, surname, zip code, and the username. At the end, print the list using another for loop. Finally, write a program that initially asks for 10 names and stores them in a list called names. Print all of the names in the list on one line using a loop separated by colons and sorted alphabetically, with the index of each item. There's a tip for printing shown in the annotation. Note the example output as shown in the annotations. Add some code to print the length of the list, and then change all of the names in the list to uppercase, again using the upper command as shown before. Enter a new name, Mavis, and then use the insert command to insert that new name into the correct alphabetical place in the list. Print off the list as you did before to show it worked. Finally, attempt the extension task to create a new list that only contains the first 2 and last 2 names from the original list. Sort this into reverse order and print as you did before. Good luck with the activities. We'll review the solutions in Lesson 6, but for now, that's the end. See you in the next lesson.